Now, this is a different kind of video to what I usually do. It started off with me on the internet looking for sightings and cryptids or anything of that for my Friday video. And as I was going through countless YouTube channels like Nuke's Top 5, Top 5s, and all those kind of ones where there'd be a compilation, I stumbled upon this YouTuber. So this YouTuber is called Panji Putilan. I apologise about my pronunciation, but he is an Indonesian YouTuber whose channel is all about animals, mainly king cobras. He likes his snakes, and as you can see, he's got 1.2k videos up, so he doesn't mess about. It's actually a really good channel, how he goes into the wildlife and he just goes around his neighbouring areas in Indonesia looking for all sorts of wonderful things. This channel isn't about YouTubers interested in animals and different kinds of animals they find. It's about the paranormal. So let me introduce this video I found on his channel. Panji is currently looking for frogs. This video was released 3 years ago, and he's currently with his friends and they are out in the bush 1:30 in the morning looking for frogs and other animals of the like nocturnal ones. But they capture something they can't even fathom or even understand.
Aduh. Ih, apaan tuh? Ih. Apa itu? Alah, anjir. Apaan itu, Pak? Lu lihat ya tadi, Pak? Lihatlah.
So if this was me, one thing I would not be doing is chasing the little bastard. The second thing I'd be doing is getting out of there, getting out of Dodge. But this just shows how they just did not have any clue what that animal cryptid could even be. But the inquisitive minds of nature lovers and Panji wanted to know what it was, so that's why they went after it. Panji and the others he was with didn't even see it at the time, as there was no reaction or anything, not even by the cameraman. It's dark, they're using their head torches and other lights, but that one just slipped them. Until Panji caught it again.
Pak, lemes, Pak. Pak, lemes, Pak. Hilang. Ini larinya barusan. Hilang lagi anjir.
So this one's a little blurry, and they couldn't quite get close enough to it without spooking it. But as you can see, it looks humanoid. It either is a human or it's some form of, like I said, humanoid kind of cryptid. So that got me thinking after seeing this, because there was no more videos about that. He didn't elaborate on it. It was literally just that video titled "Caught Something Alien-like," I believe, and then he went back to animals, and he's never gone down that paranormal kind of route. He's stuck with what he knows, and that is animals. So you know me by now, and I need an explanation. I need someone to say what it is, what it could be, or a guess. I don't mind all these cryptids because they're like mythical creatures and I find them very interesting. But this was just too brief. So I done some detective work. Dive down the path of Indonesian cryptids to see if I could put two and two together and see what my mate Panji caught on camera that very night. And by Joe, I got nothing. There was not a thing about a cryptid in Indonesia. So what he caught on footage that night, to me now is just a human. But why did they chase it? Why did they not recognise it? And why did he not be able to... Why was it tiny? Why did he cling onto it and it escaped and it was quicker and everything? Why? I've done some more detective work. Here is number 2, Fredography, another Indonesian content creator on the platform of YouTube. We have all seen this footage. Tribesman, little man, tribesman runs out with a spear, causes some chew and just legs it. Doesn't want to be seen, doesn't want nothing to do with anyone and just disappears. Yet again, Fredography and his friends, who their channel is all about dirt bikes and going out yet again in the wilderness on adventures, just scouring out places, and they still tried to capture this little guy. Well, not capture him, but they tried to get close and they wanted an encounter, just like Panji. One article caught my eye, and this was HOBBIT Man. Also known as Homo floresiensis. Definitely pronounced that wrong. But these were people who were believed to live around 60,000 to 700,000 years ago. Very close, very accurate assumption there. So they were alongside us, kicking when we were. Homo sapiens got out of there. Homo floresiensis sadly disappeared. Evolution, that's how it works. However, one anthropologist claims that this might not even be the case, and that Homo floresiensis is still alive and doing well. They were called the Hobbit people due to smaller brains. They've got no chin apparently, it's just flat. They've got bigger feet, and they use tools like spears and other items to hunt their prey, and they were living in jungles. So I am proposing a new conspiracy. These Hobbit people, Homo floresiensis, are still alive today, and their numbers are very small, but sometimes come into contact with the human people. People claim that the man who ran out in front of the bikes with the spear, little man, is from a lost tribe. Why could it not be the Homo floresiensis? And linking back to what Panji found on his adventure, is that another one? These are all in Indonesia. So I'm taking ownership of this conspiracy because I couldn't find it. So I'm either a muppet or borderline anthropologist, PhD level, brainwave wise. Or could it be the rake? No, it couldn't be the rake. Or is it a cryptid? There's probably a lot, but I don't know them. In Indonesia, I imagine there'll be a few myths and urban legends out there that I couldn't find, but I imagine there will be some. But even Panji didn't elaborate, like I said earlier, on what this could have been. He just didn't know what it was and classed it as alien-like. So I'm putting the Homo florensis. Does that become a cryptid? Is that a cryptid? Let me know in the comments if that's a cryptid. A cryptid is something that its existence is questioned. So does that count as a cryptid? I don't know on that one. But a different kind of video there. Thought I'd talk about something that is quite recent and nothing's really been mentioned about it, so I thought I'd give my views on this one. A lot of research went into this one as well, actually. I wanted to make sure I got some decent points and tried to make some scientific assumptions, but there's nothing, to be honest. But hey ho, hopefully a few doors get opened in the future and I'll come back and I'll share the information. If you like this video, please check this one out here. I know you'll love it. Stick with me on my quest for finding paranormal sightings and events that are beyond my belief.